Good morning, students of class 5. Students, I hope all of you are fine in your homes. Students, please stay indoor and keep yourself safe from the deadly virus. Students, today I'll be continuing with poem 3 of your Wordsworth English Reader book, Paper Boats by Rabindranath Tagore. Students, I have recited and explained this poem. Now today, I'll be once again reciting the poem for you, then revising the word meanings, choose the correct options and question number 1 and 2. Then I'll be continuing with the rest of the question answers. Students, please listen to me carefully as I recite the poem. So please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book and turn to page number 60. Poem 3, Paper Boats by Rabindranath Tagore. Day by day, I float my paper boats, one by one, down the running stream. In big black letters, I write my name on them, and the name of my village where I live. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with showy flowers from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. I launch my paper boats and look up into the sky and see the little clouds setting the white bulging sails. I know not what playmate of mine in the sky sends them down the air to race with my boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and dream that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. The fairies of sleep are sailing in them, and the lading in their baskets full of dreams. Students, this is the poem Paper Boats written by Rabindranath Tagore. Now, let's revise the word meanings of the poem. The first word is running. Running means flowing. बेटा, something which is flowing, जिसको कहते हैं ना बहता हुआ पानी. Here flowing refers to the water. So running means flowing. Then the second word is strange. Strange means foreign, unknown. Unknown land, that is known as foreign or strange, which we don't know anything about. So that is foreign, unknown. Then students, the third word is load. Load means to fill, bharna. किसी भी चीज को load करना, to fill, keep on filling it. Load, to fill. Then the fourth word is blooms. Blooms means flowers. Blooms, flowers. Bloom, flowers. The fifth word is dawn. Dawn means early morning. एकदम बेटा the time before the sun rises, जिसको हिंदी में हम भोर बोलते हैं. And again I'm repeating, the antonym of dawn is dusk. Dusk is that evening time after the sun sets, जब सारे cattle and birds they start coming back to their homes. So dawn is early morning and dusk is evening time. when the sun sets. Before the sunrise, the time is dawn, and after the sunset, the time is dusk. So, you must remember the antonym of D-A-W-N, dawn, is D-U-S-K, dusk. I'll write once again on the board so that you remember. Dawn means early morning before the sunset, and the antonym of dawn is dusk. Dawn का antonym बेटा क्या होगा? Dusk. You must remember this. Then students, the sixth word is launch. Launch means to set in motion. किसी भी कोई भी चीज जब वो स्टार्ट होने के लिए तैयार है तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं बेटा? लॉन्च. टू सेट इन मोशन. देन द नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज बल्जिंग. बल्जिंग मीन्स सोलन. कोई भी चीज जो बहुत फूली हुई है, कोई भी चीज जो बहुत फूली हुई है. व्हेन यू फिल एयर इन द बलून, व्हाट हैपेंस? द बलून बल्जेस. इट इज सोलन. फूल जाना, जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं. So, bulging means swollen. Small balloon is there, but when you fill air inside it, what happens? The balloon bulges. It swells up. Then, the next word is playmate. Playmate is our friend, the person who we play. He's a partner in playing, so that's a friend. So, playmate is a friend. Playmate, friend. Then, the next word is bury. Bury means to hide. Bury means to hide. And the last new word is leading. Leading means cargo of the boat. Now what do you mean by cargo? बेटा बोट की वो जगह जहां पे सामान रखा जाता है, सामान, goods. And that's the reason you call it cargo. आपने देखा है जो कार्गो ट्रेन्स होती, गुड्स ट्रेन्स, जो गुड्स को कैरी करती वन प्लेस टू अनदर. सो जो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में मालगाड़ी, कार्गो, माल मीन्स गुड्स, सामान. सो दैट leading means cargo of the boat, that place of the boat where the goods are kept. Cargo means things. जो trains, they carry things from one place to the other. There is cargo in the ship also. There is ships carry cargo, trains carry cargo, and cargo means goods. So वो बोट की जगह जहां पे सामान को लोड करते हैं. So leading means cargo of the boat. Once again, I'll repeat the word meanings. Please listen to me carefully. Running, flowing, strange, foreign. Load, to fill, blooms, flowers. Dawn, early morning. Launch, to set in motion, bulging, swollen. Playmate, friend. Bury, to hide, and leading means cargo of the boat. Students, these were the word meanings. Now I'll start with the comprehension of the poem Paper Boats. Exercise A is choose the correct option. Choose the correct option to answer the following questions. The first question we have already done, but once again I am revising. This is exercise A. The first question is, where does the poet float his paper boats? Where does the poet float his paper boats? The options given are in the stream. Option A is in the stream. Option B, in the river. Option C, in the ocean. Or option D, in the sea. Where does the poet floats his paper boat? Was the stream mentioned in the poem, or the river, ocean, or sea? What was mentioned in the poem? So, the answer was in the stream. The child floats his paper boats in the stream. So, the answer will be option A, in the stream. Please mark this in your book. I'm sure all of you must have written this exercise in your notebook, but still once again I'm revising so that you comprehend better. So, the poet floats his paper boats in the stream. Option A. Then students, the second question is, what does the poet write on his paper boats? Question number 2. What does the poet write on his paper boats? What does he write? Option A. His mother's name. Option B. His village name. Option C. His own and his village name. और option D. His friend's address. बेटा वो अपने बोट में क्या लिखता है? So that the others should know. What does he write? It will be answer C. Option C. His own and his village name. He writes his own and his village his own and his village name on the paper boats. What does he write on this paper boats? He writes his own and his village name on the paper boat so that the person who finds the paper boats should know that who has sent these paper boats loaded with what? Shiuli flowers as a token of gift and love from the poet. I hope all of you have marked these two questions in the book. Now the third one. Students, the third one is, what is Shiuli? What is Shiuli? What is Shiuli? Option A, an animal. Option B, a type of flower. Option C, a bird. Option D, a village. So, he fills his boat with what? Shiuli flowers. So, the answer will be option B, a type of flower. Shiuli is 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 what? A type of flower. एक तरह का बेटा flower है. Question number 4. What does the poet see in the sky? Option A, stars. Option B, the sun. Option C, little clouds. Or option D, the rainbow. What does the poet see in the sky? He sees option C, the little clouds. The poet sees little clouds in the sky, and by seeing the little clouds only, he imagines that one playmate of him has sent these clouds to race along with his paper boats. As his boats flows, a friend of his has sent the clouds to race and compete along with his paper boats. So, what does the poet see in the sky? The poet sees little clouds in the sky. So, students, these were the choose the correct option of exercise A. Now, student, I'll be revising question number 1 and 2 of exercise B. Then I'll be continuing with question number 3 and 4. Students, please write the poem in your English notebook. After writing the poem, please write the word meanings. Then after writing the word meanings, please choose the correct option, and then after writing the correct option, please answer the following questions. Students, first of all, I'll be revising question number 1 and 2. So, exercise B of comprehension, answer the following question. 1 and 2 we have done in our last video, but still we'll be revising. Question 1. How does Question 1. How does the poet write his name on the paper boards? I am not writing the question because I have already written. I will be writing question number 3 and 4. Now today I will be writing only the answer of question 1, so that those of you who have not written can write along. Question you can copy from the book. How does the poet write his name on the paper board? Answer. The poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boards. Again I am repeating. The poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boards. The poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boards. I hope all of you have written. Again I am repeating. How does the poet write his name on the paper board? Answer. The poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boards. I hope all of you have written. Now let's revise question number 2. What does the poet hope about the blooms of the dawn? What does he hope about the blooms of the dawn? Answer. The poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. The poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn, blooms of the dawn means those surely flowers which bloom in the dawn, that the blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. Again I am repeating question number 2. What does the poet hope about the blooms of the dawn? Answer. The poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. The poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. Now question number 3. We are going to start with question number 3. I'll erase this also so that it's more clear to you. Question number 3. What does the poet dream at night? Now, what does the poet dream at night? What does the poet dream at night? Now, when that small child, he floats his paper boats filled with tulip flowers in the stream. He also writes his name in big black letters so that somewhere in a foreign land, an unknown land, some stranger, an unknown person will find his paper boats. So the child, when he sleeps after floating his paper boats, still in his mind, the thought process is going on about the paper boats. And he dreams that his paper boats in the night also, they are flowing and floating under the midnight stars. He thinks, he dreams that his boats, they are floating under the midnight stars. So the answer will be at night, after night, please put a comma. At night, the poet dreams. Now children, remember, does is there, so the answer will be in present tense. At night, the poet dreams that his paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. Now, the question is, what does the poet dream at night? Answer, at night, the poet dreams that his paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. Question 3. What does the poet dream at night? Answer, at night, the poet dreams that his paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. Again, I am repeating question 3. What does the poet dream at night? Answer 3. At night, and after night, don't forget to put a comma. At night, the poet dreams that his paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. Question 3. What does the poet dream at night? Does is there. So again we need to add S in the word dreams because here the poet is singular. When the subject is singular, we need to add an S. We need to add a S in the verb. बेटा जब भी subject singular होगा तो हम वर्ब में एस लगाएंगे. अगर पोएट्स होता तो हम यहाँ पे खाली ड्रीम लिखते. सो यू नीड टू कीप दिस इन माइंड कि wherever the subject is singular, we have to add a s to the verb. So at night, the poet dreams that his paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. I hope all of you have written this answer. Once again, I am repeating. After that, I'll erase it and start with question number 4. Question 3. What does the poet dream at night? Answer. At night, the poet dreams that his paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. What does the poet dream at night? Answer. At night, the poet dreams that his paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. Now students, I'll be starting with question number 4. Question number 4. Who are sailing in the paper boats at night? Who are sailing in the paper boats at night? And the second part of the question is, what are they carrying? The question asks कि who are sailing in the paper boat. First part of the question is कि at night में what does the child dreams? कि रात में उसके पेपर बोट्स में who are sailing, कौन सेल कर रहा है, and what are they carrying, और वो जो सेल कर रहे हैं उसकी पेपर बोट्स में वो क्या चीज कैरी कर रहे हैं. The question is who are sailing. Who means कौन. रात में जब वो ड्रीम कर रहा है बच्चा कि who are sailing in his paper boats and what are they carrying. रात में उसके पेपर बोट्स में कौन सेल कर रहा है. So in the explanation I had explained that the child dreamed that the fairies are sailing in his paper boats, and what are they carrying? They are carrying basketfuls of dreams. So the answer will be the fairies of sleep. Fairies of sleep, because we dream about fairies in our sleep only. So the fairies of sleep. Fairies है बेटा, plural है, so we'll be using are. The fairies of sleep are. Question also it is are. So the fairies of sleep are sailing in the paper boats. This is the first part of the question. Who are sailing? The fairies of sleep are sailing. Beta, in the place of who, you have to write in the answer the fairies of sleep. In the place of who are sailing in the paper boat at night. This is the first part of the question. The fairies of sleep are sailing in the paper boat at night. बेटा first question as it is है, बस आपको who की जगह what you have to write? The fairies of sleep. Same. The entire sentence will remain the same. Who are sailing in the paper boat at night? The fairies of sleep are sailing in the paper boats at night. We'll put a full stop. This is the first part of the question. Now the second part of the question is, what are they carrying? Fairies beta क्या carry कर रहे हैं? So what are they carrying? They are carrying. What are they carrying? कौन से वो फेरीज कौन से हैं? फेरीज ऑफ स्लीप. तो स्लीप में हमको क्या आते हैं? ड्रीम्स. सो दे आर कैरिंग बास्केट्स फुल ऑफ dreams. What are they carrying? They are carrying basket full of dreams. Who are sailing in the paper boats at night? In place of who will be writing? The fairies of sleep. क्या लिखेंगे बेटा who की place पे? The fairies of sleep are sailing in the paper boats at night. This is the answer of the first part of the fourth question. Now the second part of the fourth question says, what are they carrying? वो क्या carry कर रहे हैं? So the answer will be, they are carrying basket full of dreams. What are they carrying? They are carrying basket full of dreams. Question 4. Who are sailing in the paper boats at night? What are they carrying? So the answer fourth is, the fairies of sleep are sailing in the paper boats at night. What are they carrying? They, after full stop, remember that we are again starting a new sentence. So T of they will be capital. They are carrying baskets full of dreams. वो fairies क्या carry कर रहे हैं? They are carrying basket full of dreams because they are fairies of sleep. So they will be carrying basket full of dreams as said in the poem. Now again I am repeating the question and answer. Please listen to me carefully. Who are sailing in the paper boats at night? What are they carrying? Answer is, the fairies of sleep are sailing in the paper boats at night. They are carrying basket full of dreams. I hope all the question and answers are clear to you students. Please write all the 4 question and answers also in your English notebook and complete your work and start learning and revising. That's all for today students. Now the creative writing section that I'll be discussing in my next video. Thank you students. Have a good day ahead.